Iraq and Afghanistan.
Iraq and Afghanistan? Amazing.
Stabbed twice, shot once, and blown up twice.
Wow.
Yep.
That's hardcore.
So apparently, not only people like Tim Kennedy are lying about their achievements, deployments, whatever else, also Purple Hearts, there's people that apparently think the internet doesn't know their story. And that's because this Marine soldier, we don't even know yet, has been lying about his deployment and injuries that he suffered. Watch this clip right here.
All right, so you're getting a tattoo.
Yes, sir.
And what is it of?
It's a soldier kneeling at a cross with a fallen buddy and an American flag.
Amazing. And this is just 2 days after the 4th of July.
Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years.
Amazing. Well,
did two tours, Iraq and Afghanistan.
Iraq and Afghanistan? Amazing.
Stabbed twice, shot once, and blown up twice.
Wow.
Yep.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, now we're
Amazing.
Here. My wife.
Good man.
Iraq and Afghanistan.
Iraq and Afghanistan? Amazing.
Stabbed twice, shot once, and blown up twice.
Wow.
Yep.
That's hardcore.
Bruh. Stabbed once, shot twice, blown up. Like, this guy must be Wolverine.
You're right.
That can just regenerate, and in 4 years has seen more combat and more injuries and suffered more than anyone else that we've ever known. This is a 27-second clip that I have to just go on a tangent and just say there are so many questions. Now, the reality is we know someone that is of this age that looks to be mid-20s more than likely did not see combat. It is currently, let's check my watch, 2025 as of making this video. So, like, we pulled out of Afghanistan back in 2021. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, like maybe a little earlier, but even still, things were not as kinetic. We weren't seeing people having issues like that. By the way he looks, you know, it could be years, but doesn't appear to be part of the special operations community that is there. Okay, so let's debunk. Timeline is very suspicious. Okay, it's weird that he would say a soldier if he was in the Marines, because most Marines wouldn't give credit to a soldier on a tattoo or get a soldier tattooed on. They would say it's a Marine that is kneeling in front of this for a buddy that is lost. And by the way, if you look at this tattoo, I can't even tell you guys like what this. I see a flag that is an American flag, obviously. I see the cross. I see the rifle that is in the ground with what appears to be some kind of helmet near that. And it's apparent this guy really loves American flags, okay? He's got it on his shirt, I believe right there. He's got it on the bicep. Didn't mean to have that emote go on. Has it on his bicep there. Has it on his hat. He is the typical veteran bro that is just all America. You know, everything that could be American. His girlfriend's got the blanket right there as well. I think he should get a refund. You can't even tell what the tattoo is of this soldier that's kneeling in front of it. And it looks like it's half done. I don't understand why the artist did certain parts of it in that order, but I'd love to see the finished product so we can actually tell what it is. But it appears he doesn't have great choices in tattoos. And on top of that, if you have somebody that is injured to this degree that was in combat, you would expect to see something blown up multiple times, stabbed, shot, like something had to have went awry. Like, you must be the luckiest guy in the entire U.S. military if this is how you present. I'll tell you this. I was in culture shock when I joined the military back in 2008, and I saw kids that were literally my age that were, you know, with limbs not there anymore. That was shocking because, you know, the reality was we were still during some kinetic fighting towards the tail end of it where these people were literally in wheelchairs. And so to sit here and lie about all this stuff, I'm just like, it's pretty easy to prove. On top of that, it's the internet. I bet you there was somebody that is in this guy's unit that is essentially like, what is going on here? This is all false. It's fake. Then on top of that, it's hard because I'm sitting here and I'm like, is any of this true? Was he actually in the military? Like, you have to question it, because if you're willing to lie to this degree, to then also get something permanent on your body that is there, like, then it's a lot of contradiction. And I don't want to cast any stones. I know religion's one of those things that's weird. The guy has a cross on, and I'm like, I'm sure in basic practices of whatever faith you believe in, lying about anything is probably not in one of those things that they give a thumbs up to, right? They don't do that. And so I'm here like, is this person just talking the talk but never walking the walk? Is that where we're at with this? And it's crazy, because if this person actually was a Marine and they did serve honorably for 4 years, I will dap you up. I'll say, right on, man. That's awesome. You did that. You did more than what the other 99% of Americans are willing to do to obviously have some morals or ethics or values that align with protecting freedom and things like that. Obviously, with the stuff he's wearing and all that, like, awesome. But I go on about this because, whether it's Tim Kennedy or whether it's a video I covered where there was a guy that was a quotations corpsman.
When I was still in the military, I just finished my first deployment, combat corpsman over in Afghanistan. Spent 9.5 months out there, lost a couple good friends. I really wanted to come home and see my family. So I come home, my dad's at work, my mom's at the house. I knock on the door, didn't tell him I was coming. I thought like, oh, it's going to be a super cool surprise and all that. Like, I'm home, I'm on leave, I just got back. And she didn't even open up the door, but she looked through the window and said, "You don't live here, go away."
That was actually a sonar tech on a submarine, on a ship, that lied about his combat experience of a fake deployment returning. Go check out that video right up there. It is crazy. And I say that because I respect anybody. Like, dude, if you are a cook, if you are a person that literally is administrative, I'm not going to shit talk you unless you start lying about what you did. And as long as we agree that, hey, you could have served in more capacity and that would have made you feel more fulfilled, make that your story, that you feel guilt about not going infantry. Man, I should have done that. That's the true experience I wanted. I should have learned from that. But I still got this. Like, that takes reflection. That takes time and patience and understanding. So, when I look at a situation like this where somebody's willing to lie about it, I actually feel sadness for this person, because realistically, they are trying to compensate for something else. And so, whoever this person is, please get your story straight. Just tell your story for what it was. Your wife that is right there, which obviously she's proud. She's adoring you. She's holding her American flag blanket. She is like, wow, my husband did some really great things to serve our country. I think that's awesome. And I think obviously it's good you have a support system. But when you're sitting here and I would say abusing that or manipulating that is crazy. Or to even tell your wife that is going to be your partner for years lies, and she's believing this and tells all of her friends, and this could be fact checked. And obviously the comments of this video do not disappoint, and that is because people are going in on this soldier, Marine. Let's clarify if we can. I hope anybody that was actually serving with him can verify any of this. But Joe Getchy says, fuck it, close enough. Welcome back to the spotlight, Tim Kennedy. And someone says, no Marine would tat himself and say it's a soldier. And then someone named M.Dusick says, bro, save some valor for the rest of us. So I hope we hear from this Marine, soldier, whatever they are, to kind of clarify the story, to own up to it, because I don't like seeing stories like this where people are stealing valor, war stories, whatever. Like, pick one of the three things. If you're going to lie about it, say you got stabbed, I'd say less likely, just claim it was a pencil. Let's mark that one off. Secondly, let's talk about the blown up IEDs. Maybe, I don't know. And then shot, I don't know, man. I'd say the blown up is probably the best chance. But let me know what you guys think about this soldier or Marine down in the comments below.